I'm not sure he realizes how trample works, because if he chump blocks, the trample damage will still go through. So that will be that. He may as well do it to himself. Yeah, we'll give him a hello, good game. Because that is not how trample works. And that is how our Gates deck is supposed to work, right? Hey, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to check out Hello Good Game. Today we're going to continue along and maybe even wrap up our budget series. So we've done a budget series of decks, all the mono colors, all the dual colors, all of the 3 colors decks, and we're going to look at a 4-color deck today. And I'm not sure if we're going to get any other 4-color decks or a 5-color deck for that matter as a budget player, just because the land count is so hard to get to. However, we are able to play a Gates deck because of all the guild gates that we have right now. And these are all common, so they're very easily accessible. And now Gates is a really good deck. You can easily climb into Mythics with a Gates deck. Gates Ablaze is absolutely broken, and then you have Flame Sweep as well for wipers. And you have Archway Angel to gain life. Gatebreaker Ram is going to crush your opponent, and then Teferi is a little bit of a tempo upset. And then we have things like Arboreal Grazer and Growth Spiral to ramp. Wall of Ruins is just going to make the beginning, that first turn, a little bit better, make sure we've got the land that we need. And Hydroid Krasis is just going to also help us draw, stay alive, some life, and kill our opponent because he has trample and flying. So, really, I basically just talked about the whole deck there. But anyways, let's break it down. We have 2 Wall of Ruins. Now, this is a creature that costs 1. It's a 0/4 with Defender, and when it enters the battlefield, we scry 1. We have 4 Arboreal Grazers. This is a 0/3 for 1. It has reach, and when it enters the battlefield, we can play another land from our battlefield and play it tapped. We have 4 Growth Spirals. Now this is our first 2-drop. It is an instant, and we get to draw a card, and then we can play a land from our hand to the battlefield, which is great. We have Hydroid Krasis. This is X plus Force and an island. When you cast a spell, you gain half X life and draw half X cards, round down each time. And then it has flying and trample. Hydroid Krasis enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. So he's going to be a big baddie for our late game drop. And then we have Gatebreaker Rams. This is a 3-drop, and in my opinion, absolutely broken. He enters the battlefield, and he gets 1/1 token for each gate you control. So that is absolutely broken. And then as long as you control 2 or more gates, he's going to have Vigilance and Trample as well. Guild Summit is our draw engine. When Guild Summit enters the battlefield, you may tap any number of untapped gates you control after the cost of paying or playing it, right? And then you get to draw a card for each gate tapped this way. And then whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Oh my god. Every time you play a land, draw a card? Absolutely. We have 3 Flame Sweeps. Deals 2 damage to each creature except creatures you control with flying. So this is just going to wipe out our opponent's little aggro creatures, right? And we have Gates Ablaze. Preferably, we're playing Flame Sweep first on all those little creatures, then we're holding Gates Ablaze and getting those down later on, because Gates Ablaze will deal X damage to each creature, where X is the number of gates you control. And you can see to the right here, we have a full list of gates to play. We have a Teferi Time Raveler ×3. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they can cast a sorcery. +1, until your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as if they've had flash. And -3, return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand, and then you draw a card. We also have Archway Angel as a life gain creature. He is flying, he costs 6, and he's a 3/4. When he enters the battlefield, you're going to gain 2 life for each gate you control, so that's absolutely broken. Then we have all of our lovely gates, and we even have 3 Plaza of Harmonies. We could drop potentially a Teferi down to 2 Teferis for our 4th Plaza. But we feel that with the Archway Angel, we should be able to get around it. So when you're playing this deck, if you find that you're getting burnt out and you're losing to aggro decks too quickly, just trade one of your Teferis for a Plaza of Harmony. Or if you have more rares than I've included in this deck, because our series has 1 mythic rare and 6 rares in all the decks, if you have 4 of each of these, definitely include those. Why not, right? And then you can maybe trim the Wall of Ruins if you need. So, with that being said, the general strategy of the deck is just to land ramp as quick as you can, right? Get those gates out as fast as you possibly can, and then wipe the field, get your 2 big baddies out, and absolutely crush your opponent. So, typically in other builds, you might see things like Searcher's Route, which is really good for ramping, but you only need to ramp so much, so I feel like it may be unneeded, and you're better off to kind of hold back into the control aspect of it. Now we're using Flame Sweeps instead of Searcher's Route, so it's just a little bit more control against aggro decks. So that's our deck tech for today. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Make sure to like and comment on this video, let me know what you thought, and then go ahead and subscribe as well. All of our subscribers are entered in to win 500,000 gems, you guys, 500,000 gems. So go ahead and check out our gem giveaway playlist if you're curious about that. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, let's see what we can do with our first match of the day. We do have a Gatebreaker Ram, we have a Hydroid Krasis, a Flame Sweep, which we're unable to play. I do like the Ram, it's playable turn 4. Let's keep it, and hopefully we draw ourselves a mountain, because it is an aggro deck. This might be a little slow, and we're really relying on pulling a mountain to sweep the field. We will also need a mountain for Gates Ablaze. That's not it. We're going to play it though. Slow and steady wins a race. Hopefully he doesn't drop a Cavalcade on us. Chandra Spitfire, that is even worse. So Flame Sweep is still viable because it's going to kill the Scorch Spitters, so Chandra can't buff. But literally we're so dead this turn, it's not even funny. Our opponent hitting us for well over 10, and that's going to be the first match of the day, you guys. Wow. Just a quick aggro from our opponent, absolutely ruining our day. Yeah, that's disgusting. Hitting us for 9 right now. And that is that. So, hopefully we can avoid that in the future. Okay, so we got absolutely obliterated in our first match by a mono red deck. 2 Spitfires and then a Chandra is just too much to handle. We have our Ram again, and then we have Plaza of Harmony, which could gain us some life. Teferi is a playable option as well. There's no sweepers though, which is our main concern. But if there was, now we're still missing that mountain again, right? Or that red land. Okay, I like Growth Spiral, that's quite nice. Hopefully we draw another land to play with that. Okay, we have a golden egg on the field. So it's a weird situation where we're just going to play our guild summit. We could have held up a couple of things there, or even potentially played our Teferi to plus. But I think we're going to be okay to play our Teferi this turn.
This isn't a fight you can win. That's more like
Right, that's just going to shut down a lot of our opponent's spells and abilities. He's stuck to doing things on his turn now, which, as an Esper player, is quite challenging. So we're going to Growth Spiral before that hits. We pull a Gates Ablaze. It doesn't really do us anything. And we're we're gonna sacrifice Guild Summit. 2 Gates Ablaze is not good. We're just gonna bounce his Doom Foretold. Can't even play our, or no, we could have declined. That's my bad. We should have played our Gateway Plaza there and paid our Plaza of Harmony. We're gonna get there though. We're gonna sacrifice our Grazer.
Here we go.
Right, we're losing our Teferi, but there's been worse things. These Gates Ablaze are dead cards against a control deck like this, so I'm sad that we've even drawn them. I imagine he takes our Teferi or our Guild Summit. Those are my 2 high priority cards, but he takes Gatebreaker Ram, which is fine. Doesn't have haste, but at a certain point it doesn't need it. We're in a weird situation, and it's actually not that bad. Because we're just going to chill and try to get rid of this Doom Foretold. He's going to take our Teferi now. Very good. And we're kind of on the lookout for Dance of the Mats. You can have a Gates Ablaze. We're going to take a Wall of Ruin just for a little bit of field presence. The Ram can stay. Guild Summit can hit as well. We're going to auto pay, and then we'd like to tap this extra Plaza for the draw. Rams in hand. Classic Esper player. Solving riddles that don't exist.
Right on schedule.
He's gonna bounce my Guild Summit, it might not be great.
I've got it.
We'll take it though, we don't mind. Dawn of Hope as a draw engine. Interesting. So we're going to play our Guild Summit. And then we're going to do a double draw here. Just kind of staying on top of things, you know what I mean? Okay, we have 2 Archway Angels as well. So plenty of life. If he plays a Doom Foretold, we can sack the Wall of Ruins. We would like to get our Ram out as a kill command though, right?
I'll protect you.
Not sure what that's about, but it's all right. Guess let's gain a little life, right? As long as we can outvalue our opponent with Guild Summit, we should be okay. We're going to toss down our Ram now, and look how hefty this guy is. An 8/8 Vigilance Trample. So that is going to be just great. We're going to end our turn here. We're pretty thick on land as well, and we do have our Krasis to extend our draw. Dance of the Man's very nice. And all of these will re-trigger again, including Doom Foretold. Sax's Dawn of Hope. Interesting. So one of my favorite playstyles right now is actually Esper Doom Foretold Dance of the Mans. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun.
Let's try this.
I don't foresee him playing Akaya's Wrath now to wipe the field. Potentially a time wipe.
I know.
All that to bounce my Ram, which is fine. We do have a Gates Ablaze, right? So he's going to be needing to hold multiple dances. So we're going to block as big as we can. Which was a mistake. We should have blocked the 2 and then sacked him, kept our Guild Summit. A little bit of a misplay there on our behalf. We forgot about Doom Foretold. So we lose our draw engine, which sucks, but let's clean the field up. And we're going to hit the field with the Ram again, so he's got to deal with it again. And we have another Boros Guildgate, why not? Doom Foretold would suck, because then we're just sacrificing our Ram. Hopefully we dealt with that, though. He is casting Dance the Mance again, I believe, which is absolutely going to ruin our day. What a lucky duck. Oh my god. Nice. So he's just like cycling this on us perfectly. I really like that.
I've got time.
And we're losing our Ram now, which is pretty funny. Let's start to gain some life. Yeah. That should help us a bit. More weirdness from our opponent this turn, I'm sure. No blocks, we're gonna take it. Woo! That is a heavy hit. Then he tosses in the rider. Very nice. Now Oath. It's going to be a little bit more damage to us. And sadly, we're going to have to sacrifice our Guild Summit. Not my favorite thing to do, but it's understandable. We're praying for another Gates Ablaze. We need wipers on this field. That's not going to do it. This will limp us along, I suppose. Gaining just another thwack of life. Right? And now we've got the Ram on the field as well. So he does still have the play on us because he can minus his Teferi and bounce one, and then Doom Foretold gets the other. At this point, we're just kind of playing it out. Our opponent has definitely beat us. We should probably just scoop up and get you guys to a new match. But just because I am such a fan of this playstyle, we're going to see what he can do and if he can finish us quickly. Blocking Doom Foretold, this could be a mistake potentially. Does he have a Kaya's Wrath? Yes. Does he have another Dance of the Mans? Yes. This is pretty groovy. No Thought Erasure, and we'll be A-okay. Don't even think about it. Okay. He's gonna do it on my upkeep. No. It's taps now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 we can play it for. Getting 4 life, which is going to help us out a little bit. 4 cards. And wow, look at all that land, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly what we needed. So again, we do have an 8/8. He's got to play some sort of removal here. Another Murderous Rider, I'm sure. Allegion's End. Groovy. What a donkey. Okay, now cast your final Dance of the Mance, my friend. And hit us with everything you got, baby. Holy. So if I pull a Gates Ablaze, I'm gonna laugh extensively. He still gets a wicked amount of draw, which is really, really cool how he's being able to cycle off of these artifacts. He's down to 24 cards. How we've been able to survive this long is unknown, even to me. Gates Ablaze, Gates Ablaze. We're tossing the land. Gates Ablaze, Gates Ablaze. Big money, big money, big money. No. No money allowed. So we're gonna open up with the Growth Spiral, looking for a Gates Ablaze. Yeah, we're gonna put the Plaza down. It's gonna gain us some life. The Gruul Gate can go down, and sadly, this is not a Gates Ablaze. So that's game. Let's pack it up, and what a fun time that was. All right, pretty bad luck with our first 2 matches. We got beat down aggressively by a red deck, and then kind of screwed around with a control deck. We have a Flame Sweep, we have a Gates Ablaze, a Grazer, and a Growth Spiral. We're missing access to our island though, so this is basically a dud hand as far as I'm concerned. Let's mulligan that away. At least we have a Gatebreaker Ram. Again, we're missing our island. Right, so less than ideal. We're really really counting on that island. I say we throw Teferi and keep the Guildgate. What do you guys think? Why am I even here? Actually isn't here. He's gone. Or we would be playing the match by now, unfortunately. This is the world I live in. We're keeping 6. And we are... we're gonna hold on to it. We're gonna be greedy guts. Here comes a Boros Guildgate up next. Okay, Rugged Highlands. Very cool, very cool. We get our Grazer, and now we're able to play our Plaza, which is nice. Only we could play our Ram as well. Okay, so we see a Goblin. I might... Well... That Flame Sweep's gonna be nice later, too. I'm just worried if I play it, he's got something to deal with it right now. But we should be okay. He's only got 2. Playing to 3, it's out of range of Dawnray's Ambush. So we should be good there. If he attacks, obviously we can just block with the Grazer. at the bolus. Puts him to 4, still out of range.
Busting heads is my bread and butter.
Industry Dodger, that is pretty groovy. One, two, 3 damage we deal to everything. Oh no, this is Flame Sweep, not... I got this inside out, you guys. I'm gonna play Teferi and then bounce his Dodger back to his hand, I believe. Right? I think that's the play.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
We get another Guildgate. So we're gonna smack his bolus pretty hard here. He lets me kill it. He's good gaming us, which I find incredibly interesting. He must have a wicked hand. He can play with haste and kill our Teferi, sure. That's fine. He doesn't. That's absolutely amazing. This is a Goblin deck. Interesting. Block that with our Ram, which has Vigilance. And I guess he's going to shock it, which I'm not so concerned about. Right? That's okay. We do keep Teferi on the field, which is the important part here.
Here we go.
Flame Sweep's instant, so that's really going to help us along as well. Probably should have just blocked with the Grazer, and then we would have had our Ram alive still, and he could have continued to grow out of reach from our opponent. So we're really wishing or praying for another Ram. He's just hitting us directly, leaving our Teferi on the field, which I don't really mind. I can't see him running Skew the Critics. Really? What a strange deck this is. We're just chilling. We don't want to really use Flame Sweep. We've got a lot of life gain hidden within the deck. Oh, we will use Flame Sweep. Let me tell you, we will use Flame Sweep. Alright. That's actually really nice, because Icon of Ancestry saves it. And I didn't realize that. I thought he was a 2-2. He's actually a 3-3, so he's going to get the token for free. And this would have been out of reach from Flame Sweep as well. Icon of Ancestry is really saving him. Alright, that's less than ideal. We do get the Ram, which is probably going to save the day. As long as he doesn't top deck anything too crazy, that's all right. He's gone quite wide, but we still have 19 life and a 9-9 on the field. So we should be just fine. The Grazer blocks a lot of it as well. And we are both top decking. He does have Icon, which will allow him to draw for 3. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from the chosen type from the cards among them. Put it into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. Any order. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna flame sweep now. Kills 2 of his guys, which is still pretty good. Ember Hauler's not good enough. And our Ram gets to come in. He could still trade. He chooses not to. And, well, we're still at 19. Our opponent down to 12. Ember Hauler, yes, I know, is great. And he now has 10 defense on us. So we're going to need maybe some more gates. Some more Rams. An Archway Angel would be kind of neat at this point. Or Hydroid Krasis. So many things that we could use to our advantage. Really, anything we draw is absolutely gold for us. Yeah, like the worst thing we draw is a land, and now that's still great for us, right? No attacks. I don't want to lose the Ram, and he would do it. I know he would. So we just need to outweight and outlast and out-annoy. Going quite wide. Appreciate that. Still, there's just so much value that we can lay on the field at this point. Guild Summit, that's absolutely perfect. Auto pay, and then we're gonna pay what, an additional 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolutely amazing. All right. We can play a Grazer, which is nice. Lets us play Guildgate. Then we draw a card. No attacks. We do have an Archway Angel, which is going to gain us life, and another Ram, which should spread the difference enough for us to win. It was a little bit of work, and I think we still made a couple misplays, but we made it through. And decks without a sweeper, Gatebreaker Ram is going to like just shut down in such a nice fashion. So now this is the point where we have our opponent quit the game. Ram goes to 12, we draw a card. Grazer hits the field, we play another gate. Draw another card. Ram goes up, right? So you see how this all starts working together a little bit more nicely. We're also going to draw a card here with Growth Spiral, because we're whiling on him at this point. Draw another card. Ram goes up. Right? Now let's play the second Ram, and he'll know that that is game. 2 14s. How do you not just love that? Let's throw a Growth Spiral on. Player Plaza. Draw a card. Right? It's just so much fun we're having now. We have to pay for that. And 2 15s. So we're going to strike in with 1. They do have Trample and Vigilance, so there's not much you can do about it. You need to absolutely remove them. You can't chump block them. Absolutely disgusting. I'm not sure he realizes how trample works, because if he chump blocks, the trample damage will still go through. So that will be that. He may as well do it to himself. Yeah, we'll give him a hello, good game. Because that is not how trample works. And that is how our Gates deck is supposed to work, right? It's really anti-aggro for the most part. Control decks can kind of stifle you, but what can't they stifle, right? So I hope you enjoyed today's footage. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Quick reminder that our subscribers are entered in to win 500,000 gems. Go ahead and check out our gem giveaway playlist for that. And if you enjoyed this budget deck and you're looking for more budget content, check out the playlist down below. I've got a link, and then it should be in the comments pinned as well if I get around to it. But that will take you to a playlist for all of my beginner content. We made a whole series of decks that have 1 mythic rare and 6 rares in them, so pick your favorite color and start from there. And yeah, definitely give me feedback on those videos as well. I'd love to hear back, because I'm looking to do maybe a new reindentation of those for beginner deck, or sorry, for intermediate decks, right? So we're gonna maybe go 3 mythics, 10 rares, or something like this, or 2 mythics, 10 rares, or 2 mythics, 12 rares, double it. We're still kind of formulating that. However, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you for making this dream become a possibility day by day, video by video. So we're almost up to 250 videos. We're gonna have some sort of giveaway for that, just as a milestone marker. So thanks again, and most importantly, make sure you guys all have a great day and take care.